What's up, everybody? I just realized sometimes I be sounding like I'm about to creep up on somebody and get him. Nah, it's just I just woke up and I just took my medicine. So I take a lot of medicine. I don't even read what the side effects of all this shit is combined, so I just take it. But I mean, they're not gonna give you something if you can have a bad side effect to it. Like if there's like taking Tylenol and Advil or something like that or whatever. So the only reason why I'm spitting all the time is not because I'm country or nasty. Although I am country, I'm a lot of things. Nobody knows what my race is, and nobody knows what my accent is because I've lived in the country in different states, multiple country areas in multiple cities in multiple states. I also lived in multiple cities in multiple states. And then I was in Georgia for half my life. I don't know what you would call that, but you live somewhere long enough, I guess you start to sound like the people that you're around, even if you're not from there. But like I don't think I could ever marry a chick from like Boston or New York or like Italy. Italian people are my favorite people. Like foreign people. Italian food's my favorite. I love the accents, well, I love the mob and like Goodfellas and The Godfather, but I don't like the killing and all that, the crazy part. Not the crime hurting people part, but just the mystique and the aura and dressing up and kind of like being in a clique. Well, not even a clique, just being in like a club that's like, what's that about? And you don't know what it's about unless you're in type thing. Not the Illuminati. That's demonic devil shit. I ain't talking about that. I just mean like, being like, Dapper Dan and Dapper Don or whatever. But not no Teflon Don. We ain't trying to have no charges stick off us. Y'all niggas that be talking about you want some charges, you can dodge charges and all that. Y'all tripping, bro. Only type of case I'm trying to catch is a case of Mountain Dew. Joker woke me up crying, wouldn't shut the hell up. I was cussing him out. Fell back asleep a few times. Actually, yesterday I woke up, he was curled up in my arms, asleep, trying to lick my face, and then he wants to grab this side of my head. And it hurts like hell, so I gotta let him know. I didn't want to do it, but I kind of thought about it, and with those donations I got, how you doing, brother?
Hey, good, you?
All right.
Good.
Oh, you're getting all the grass cleaned up. I appreciate that, man.
Huh?
I appreciate that.
That's all right. You work here?
I live here. I've been here 8 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I took over last fall, and it works. You gotta keep everybody's trash in the bucket, A lot of people don't know there's a dumpster over there. People just love littering for some reason.
Yeah, and people don't appreciate sanitation and cleaning because there's certain places you go, like in like Portland or downtown. Like all my family's from the hood, so it's just like certain areas and bad areas, the trailers, the country, wherever. It's just nasty, man, and it's not sanitary. It's like it gets into the air and stuff, and people don't appreciate it. But I appreciate you, brother. Just want you to know that, man.
Glad you're wearing Tim Duncan there.
Hey, the greatest, man.
I like this place, man.
Yeah. God bless you, man.
God bless.
See, I talk to everybody. That's what I mean. Ain't shit fake about me. So when someone tries to say some sideways shit, and I know I'm straight, I look at them crooked. And they don't like it. But that's what life's about. Is loving each other and showing each other appreciation. Because look at this grass. It's all clean. Thanks to him. And there's some other, I've seen other people do it, but I think he said he took over last fall. And if you ever live somewhere where it's all nasty and trash and needles, and especially the needles, because y'all forget kids can pick up needles and poke themselves and get diseases and shit, but y'all don't think about that, do you? Y'all just look at that dude and be like, oh yeah. You don't even pay attention to him. But you don't want to pay attention until you're like, oh, why don't they hire somebody to pick up all these needles? See? But then if you was actually a real parent and stay on top of your kids' stuff, you wouldn't have had to been worried about they picked up a needle now, would you? So what are we even talking about? You gotta have a heart to give a heart. You gotta have love inside you to give love outside of you, just to another person. That's why I was making this videos, because I was walking that lady I don't know if some of the videos I tried to upload got the serial killer one that I did, I'm going to redo it here in a minute, but it got copyrighted because I was watching the video and then the video that came up got copyrighted. So I'll just make a real short point of it, like real short to the point. But and then I'll put it on my Patreon and I'll expand upon it on there. But I forget, because see, when I talk, I don't have a filter. And I'm talking about it as I'm thinking about it. So which means I'm not thinking about what I'm saying, because I'm saying truth. And so to me, if I'm saying the truth, I don't have to worry about what I'm saying, but I forget that it's YouTube. And there's certain shit you can't say, but see, I don't read. If I hate reading, do y'all think I'm gonna sit here and read every little box, contract, written thing that this site likes and don't like, and this? No, I ain't got time for all that shit. Do you read every disclosure thing that says agree, or do you just hit agree? Ain't nobody got time for all that shit. I've been single like a year and a half now, and I'll show y'all. I think I took a screenshot, but like, this is what I mean when the shit happens random. Like, it happens like this every single time. Like, I'll just give you a quick example. It was my third baptism when I was living with that crooked Reverend Victor. And I only say he's crooked because he was a con man. And then I had my girlfriend Dorica at the time, and she was coming over. And he was like, you can't have her over here. But then he was having this Asian chick come down in his room in the basement. So what are we talking about? Not to mention the fact that I'm a grown-ass man. I can do what I want to do. Was I really like listening to God how it should have been? Hell no, I wasn't. But was I really like in that repentatory, that like on the narrow path? Like, no, it's like I was out of my fucking mind. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, the more shit I tell y'all, the more you'll understand what I'm talking about when I say, if God didn't love me, if God didn't want me to be here, which he does for all of us, but I'm just saying, like, all this, I saw all this grease. Might as well be grease, it's all popping up. All this damn pollen or grass in my face. And he know I'm allergic. I got allergies. No, but my allergist said the pollen count has been really high. That's why my eyes have been bothering me. But it's kind of like you don't ever. Somebody could tell you that they had to jump out a first story. They had to jump out of a second story, a third story, a fourth story window, and it can go up to like a 10-story window, and they survive, right? And maybe you didn't get, maybe the story didn't really resonate with you and hit you and make you realize God's protection until like the 10th one, right? But then, Now this is the devil, it's not God, but the devil has to get permission from God to do things, see? That's why they have to put this shit out ahead of the time to, because God allows only what he wants to allow. I know that's a fact. So if God didn't want me to be in hell right now, that's why I'm here, and that is why I'm here. Because those 5 attempts I had in 2015, if that's what God's will was, then that's what would have happened, but that's not what happened. I'm hoping y'all understand what I'm saying. It's like when they say if the bullet would have went 2 inches to the left, that would have killed them. I hit the jugular, a carotid artery here. What's up, OG? Like your whatever this one is in your neck that you bleed out in seconds, that one. So I guess you could say, when your time's up type things. And that's when, like, people say, God's not done with me yet. So every time you wake up, every time you almost don't die, or you almost die but don't, whatever, that's how you know that God loves you. See, my battery died. I'm trying to show y'all. Yeah, see. Oh, get you one of these too when you're driving. These are great. It's called a license. It's like $10, and it goes right into this little thing and screws in. See, I be forgetting. I can't do that. You need to get you a thing to bust out your window. I'll go look it up real quick. So if you get underwater and you're drowning, you can cut your seatbelt off and then bust out your window. In Kentucky, we have flash flooding and tornadoes. Really, that's the main things, and blizzards. When I was little, I think I was in Kentucky. I was at somebody's house. I was by myself, and there was this gigantic tornado, probably about 50,000 feet away or something. It was way far away. It was probably like 5, 6, it's probably like 10 miles away, but it was so big that it seemed closer. And I remember just looking out the window staring at it. But it didn't come near me. And no, I wasn't asleep. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start doing something. Y'all can name any song, almost any song. I know all the way back to like Robert Johnson and Etta James and Frank Sinatra, all of them. I know pretty much everything about everything, because when you spend 22, 23 years of your life alone, you look up a lot of shit, trust me. If you don't got some outlet, you'll lose your damn mind. But just list a song in the comments. I'll put it on the disclaimer on all my videos. She's still laying where she was. Hi, baby. Oh, it's hot in here. Just name a song. Just be like, hey, what do you remember about, what is this song? What memory does this song trigger? And if I hear a song, like I see it or listen to it, I'll have a total recall of something. And that's how many triggers I have. So pretty much everything triggers me. As opposed to like loud noises, if like, you know, a firework like hurt you or something and made you like hate loud firework noises. Oh, he's in there. Hey, Eno. What's up, Meow Meow? Oh, he can't even get out of there. I'm tinky tired. Hi, baby. Hi. Yeah. Oh, let me tell you about this lady real quick before I forget. It's the same lady I saw yesterday or the day before. And she's the one that was like, we still got some gentlemen in the world. And I said, yeah, my mom is in heaven, but she'll come down here and knock the hell about me. And, oh, and by the way I talked to my mom, y'all, when I had to become the parent and she was the kid, especially my black family out here, I'd be missing all my teeth, all my toes. I'd be damn near missing all my limbs. And I have half a brain from getting knocked up my head so hard. But the craziest thing was, see, I haven't thought about this until just now, but that's how perfect my memory is. I guess you could say God was forced me to share this with y'all. Otherwise, I don't think I would have remembered it. But we're on 7920 Colquitt Road in Sandy Springs, Georgia. Yeah. Hi, baby. Let me wash my hands and I'll pet you. Oh, I forgot the stand. And my mom's upstairs was on the second floor, and that's where we live with a guy named Ira from the Navy that I hated. Like, I don't hate nobody as in, like, if you hate somebody, you want them to go to hell. But I didn't hate him like that. I just hated him in general, just like a love-hate thing. But, like, I don't want nobody to go to hell. Not even my dad. Or my mom after all the things they did to me. Because hurt people, and there's things that I've done to people as a result of what they did to me, and it's a perpetuated cycle. And until you find God and ask Him to start helping you heal from that stuff, you're going to keep doing it, and more susceptible to temptation and sin and all that, and vices like drugs, alcohol, The struggle I've been having right now is I went a whole year without all of the lustful stuff, and then I had a repressed memory from some ZZZ rated stuff that happened to me when I was younger, and then as I got older and other things, and it triggered something, and then it triggered my hyper ZZ sexuality stuff, and then now I'm struggling with that all over again. But see, I know I'm making progress because I went a whole entire year. Most people can't even go without a day or an hour without, But I do also got to recognize that, be a little nice for myself and understand that the bipolar and the ADHD with the hyper-sexuality stuff is literally out of my control. I didn't ask for that, I have it. So it's like I'm trying to balance out the things I can't control versus what I can control versus everything else. And that part right there, the Asian with the climax, right? If you get what I'm saying. And then the women, my girlfriends when I was younger, girls my age and stuff, and that was going on even before I lost my V card. It was always like, oh, I'm going through some craziness because my dad knocked me out again, or my mom had another seizure or whatever, and like my next door neighbor Courtney, she was like my go-to girl next door, best buddy, and she was. I would have actually ended up marrying her probably if I didn't move. And like another time I was gonna go in her basement different times. I don't think I ever did. I might have. But then if that would have happened, then some stuff would have happened just because, it's just a boy-girl thing. I don't really think. There's a lot of stuff I want to go into on that, but I'm going to have to put that on my Patreon because I'll get kicked off of YouTube altogether if I put that shit on there. I already know. And this video I'm watching, this guy said it's not safe for life, like NSFL, and that's what that stuff is. Meaning that if it's not something that you don't think, it's like on some Junko Ferrata or Trials of Gabriel Fernandez or the Toy Box Trailer Torture Dude, all that. It's like on that level. And when I'm telling all these warnings, I hope you can tell by the tone of my voice that I'm not messing around, I'm not joking, I'm dead serious. So if you can't handle this type of stuff, don't even bother, because when you think you can handle something, you think you're a gangster and you run into a real gangster, then you get exposed and you can't recover from that. Like if people know that you're a fake gangster out on the streets, that's it. That's why you gotta know the streets to be in the streets. And if you ain't no street nigga and you try to be a street nigga, you gonna get exposed. And once you exposed, everybody knows who you are. And once they know who you are, you can't act like who you're not. It's just straight like that. But I'll get that the cereal one up. So whenever I say cereal, that's what I'm talking about. Not Captain Crunch. The opposite. I guess hold on a second. Oh, that's what those things are called, skags. Those the lawnmowers you stand on. I know that because I used to mow lawns when I was younger. I was looking for this. One of my moms, Aggie, the one that raised me before I was born, was my nanny and mom. She got me this prayer book and she asked if I still have it, and I do. And you can see it's kind of like empty. So I'm gonna start putting my stuff in here and put it in there. Son. No, get off of that. Get. No. Get off it. I'll bust your little butt. Y'all need to either cut them off or bundle them up, because animals will choke to death and then get wrapped in it, especially cats. Because to them it's a toy. Please, for real, y'all. Forget about, I don't care if you're one of them house people, them decorate, fuck all of that. Is your cat not more important than a stupid blind? Or you can get them like thick ones that like, they're not blinds, but they like the shutter things that you press when they go up and down. Just do that. Oh, Joker was underneath the table under there, and Harley was beating on him, and I had to get on her. And then I got on her and yelled at her, or scolded her. And I said, little girl, and then she said, little badass daughters manipulating daddy. Y'all better quit that shit. And take this scolding and get this reprimand. Oh, I'm about to upload some videos, my matches on WoW with my DPS on solo shuffle, and I was absolutely wrecking people, and I was out DPS in the second DPS by like 5 to 10 million. And then I say, let's kill the healer. 95% of all Dragonflight, I say kill the healer, guess what? We win. But people want to argue, and then what happens is you lose, because I had a healer do 80 million and 70 million healing. Usually it's like, 20 to like 40 million-ish on like a relatively like, kind of like 3 to 4 minute rounds per round time. So what's happening is the DPS is running out of emergency cooldowns. The healer's running out of cooldowns. You're going low on mana, and then you're getting CC'd, and then eventually you're just dying to RNG. And the shit's right on the stream, so how can you tell me I'm wrong? How can you tell Michael Jordan he doesn't know how to be a champion and he's 6-0 in the finals? And he always makes the right play. How can you say he's not clutch when he's coming up into clutch? You're spewing ignorance when you're saying stuff like that. You can't argue with results. Do you want the salesman that sells 1,000 cars a year, or that sells 100 cars a year? And are you gonna listen to the one that sells 1,000 a year, or the one that sells 100? Like, what are we talking about? But so I'm gonna upload that. I would upload a lot more. I'm trying to learn how to manage my emotions with my bipolar and my spiraling and intrusive thoughts and worrying and stuff. But the lady I just saw her again just now. That's why I made this video. And she said, I see you still got the gentleman in you. I said, oh yes, I do. It's on 100% at all times. So keep your gentlemanness on 100% at all times. I don't care if it's a baby. You open the door. If it's a 2-year-old, a 20-year-old, a 200-year-old, a 2,000-year-old, you open that door. It's a female. You open that door. You let them get in line in front of you. Even as sick as I am, and as much as it hurts to stand and all that, I let a lady in front of me yesterday, and I ain't hitting on them or nothing. It's nothing about that. It's about how your mama raised you. And if your mama ain't teach you shit, I'm teaching you for you. If your dad should teach you that, and then you should have that respect for your mother. And if you're one of these dudes out here that's like, I don't mess with my mom because she's this or that. Same thing with your dad. I'm just keeping on the subject of the mothers. You get right with your mom, man. Because I promise you, 100% of y'all, unless you're a sociopath, which means you only care about yourself, you don't have empathy for others, or whatever, or you're a spiteful or vengeful, loathful person, whatever, I promise you, 100% of y'all outside of that, or 99%, whatever, when you're about to die, you're going to wish that you would have got right with your mama. I don't give a fuck who your mom is. I don't care if your mom's Eileen Warnos. That's your mother. But just because that's what your mom did, that's not got to be what you do. And good or bad, you can't control what somebody else does, even your parents. And that's where y'all get confused. You can't control what other people do, and that's the big thing I got to teach myself is I blame myself for everything my dad did to my mom, which is insane to think like that because I wasn't even born. But that's how I am, and you got to be able to give it to the Lord because his burden is light. And taste the goodness of the Lord and know that it's good. Don't quote me on this 100%. The thing of a mom and a baby just came up. See? Thank you, Lord. But just please do that, y'all. Truthfully. Prayerfully do that. Get right with your mom, man. Because the main thing you're going to regret when you die, if you even have time to think about it, is you wish that you would have got right with your mom. And even if your mom don't reciprocate it, it's not about if someone receives and accepts it. It's about letting it be known that you're making peace, you're being a bigger man, and you're doing what God commands us to do. And I'm 35. It took me till like 32, 33 to forgive me, my mom, and my dad, and myself, which means that I'm carrying the burdens of all of us, which is insane because I'm a kid. I wasn't even born yet. So how the hell can I be blamed for something I wasn't even alive to partake into doing bad on? Makes no sense. But see, unless you have somebody that thinks deep on stuff, you're not ever going to get no deep information. You're just going to get surface level information. And then you wonder why you got all these problems and you're drinking and smoking and smashing out all these chicks or cheating on your wife or girlfriend or whatever. But if you don't know, now you know. Keep your gentleman level at 100% at all times. try not to. Now, there's wicked women out there. There's women that are worse than men when it comes to hurting us verbally, physically, all of that. And I had a situation where I literally tried to put Melissa out, get away from her, because I knew that she was like really the only crazy woman I've ever been with, like fatal attraction type stuff. And I saw where it was going, and she literally started putting all her stuff back in there. One time we were at the gas station, her daughter Lana and me. Her daughter was like 8, and um, she loved me to death and everything. And so I was like stepdaddy again, which I've done like a little bit. And but she was like basically one of the few older kids of the girlfriend I was dating. So the interaction was a little bit more important to be more proper and safer with my treatment and my behaviors of her mom around her, to not give her no misinformation about how a man's supposed to treat a woman type thing. And on top of that, she's already missing her dad because he's not around. And so it's like, well, she's going to latch on to me because I'm like the only guy around. So so these little girls look up to you whether you realize it or not, they do. And if you're trying to be the boyfriend or the fiance or husband or whatever, or helper, or just come around, however you interact with, especially from a man to a young girl that her dad's not around, most likely just because that happens a lot. And then when a woman's dating a guy, that nigga really don't want to come around because now it's like he feels some type of way. But it's like if he would have been on his business, he would have took care of business. That's why I don't just be saying things to y'all. I be showing y'all information. So you know that like, oh, I just don't be talking stuff like good, bad, or ugly. I'm always giving the glory to God. So no matter what my situation is, you can go in any of my videos and see I've been saying the same shit since day one. So can't nobody tell me that I'm not telling the truth, because I am. But I drink Mountain Dew for energy and for taste, and when I drink Pepsi, I'm stressed out real bad, so I'm drinking Pepsi, so that's how you know if it's a Pepsi day or Mountain Dew day. But Pepsi is my favorite drink, Mountain Dew is second. But we were at the gas station, and she, instead of opening the door to get out of the car, she climbed out of the window and then went into the gas station. She had on like the shortest short, like them Georgia girls you see like down in the South. She had a skirt on like that short, and she's like 5'6" or something, 5'7", like a petite, real pretty black chick, and she's got like a big chest because she was dating this governor from Alabama. She got like a $10,000 chest job and all this. But then she was high in cocaine one day because he would get like paying women people and her and be doing all this stuff and drugs and all of that. So pretty much just like a hypocritical politician. And she was in a Mustang speeding, and she got in a wreck and she flew through the windshield. And when I was a caretaker at a We Care Personal Care Homes in Snellville, Georgia, with Billy and Don, there was a guy named Lonnie that I took care of, and he was a great lawyer and really smart. And then he got in a wreck, and it completely changed his whole personality and everything. And he went from being like really nice and laid back to like really aggressive if he got triggered by something, if he felt like under threat or something. And one time, one of the guys that I work with, can't remember his name, but him and Lonnie got into it as they would, and Lonnie charged at him, and the guy ran out. It was Don's cousin. Yeah. There was 3 of us. There was Don's son, Don's cousin, and then me that took care of the guys. And So I know that, and I knew that about her. She told me, but I know that that's not her fault. That um, it's her fault that she got in the wreck and did what she did, but it's not necessarily her fault that her brain got misconstrued and changed her personality. Like I'm not gonna blame somebody if they got like a bad circumstance from an accident. I mean, it was an accident, but the things leading up to it wasn't. It was self inflicted. But I don't have a I don't. I'm not that type of person to be like, oh yeah, you deserve it. Like I don't know. We all make mistakes, and when you're doing them type of behaviors, there's a reason why you're doing it. So, so she got out of the car through the window, and she's obviously trying to like get attention because she's um, like likes guys and girls, and like, I'm not a jealous person. It don't bother me. I don't own you. You can wear what you want to wear. Either you want to be with me, you don't. You gonna act right, you ain't. I'm not gonna sit here and be the gatekeeper of women that are with me. Either you gonna act right or you ain't. And besides, I can't control what you do anyway. Ring bound hourglass for 100K. Dang, that thing dropped way down. Um, and so then we get on the highway, and she's turning up the radio like super loud to the ear bleeding level, and her daughter's in the back seat, mind you. And and this is right when we're about to get on past the little thing, that little triangle thing when you first get on the ramp. And so I pull over in there, and I'm trying to calm her down. And you're like, well, why are you with this chick? Well, I was out of my mind. I wasn't medicated. I was making impulsive decisions, bad decisions. I was just out of my mind, as I always have been. And then when I was trying to break up with her, she wouldn't let me. She wouldn't let me break up with her. So she's forcing me to do stuff I don't want to do to try to protect my own self, which nobody should have to go through that. And it's my fault that I got with her because my best friend Chris, she came over one day. Me, Chris, and Jonathan were living together in Atlanta, Georgia, and she synced her, and he was like, "Nah, bro, she crazy. She looked crazy. Leave her alone." But she looked too good, the woman in the red dress. And there kind of is that thing like, oh, the older woman when you're a younger guy, that little thing. But then when you've only been I generally like, uh, I love older women. I don't really like women my age or women a little younger than me. But here and there, but it really ain't like I ain't gonna marry no younger chick most likely because I don't relate to them. They ain't deep enough. And and older women have they relate to what I know because I'm an older soul and I grew up way quicker than they did. But then when I try to like, even if I try to have women that are younger than me that are friends, like 25, 30, whatever, they're like, well, why don't you want to be with me? It's like, I done told you. And now you're up here, you're going to try to be something that you're not. You can never be. So that's a little tricky too. Because I'm not trying to sit here and like play that whole little game of like, oh, well, I want to mold you into what I want you to be. Like, I want to, what do you call it? What do you call it when you do that? You make somebody something, grooming. Like, I'm not trying to groom you into like what I could just get in an older woman already. I'm not trying to do that. Oh my gosh. Harley. She stuck her head in the Mountain Dew box and it fell on the ground and she got scared. You okay, Mama? It's okay. You got Daddy. Um, Oh, there's a storm over here. Hathor, his son's name is Stormore, which is cool. He said he's working on breaking the world record, 505 kilograms, heaviest deadlift ever. Y'all, y'all, European folks be doing that weird kilogram shit. I'm too stupid to try to figure that out. It hurts my head. I think America is like one of the few countries that does that, but I'm sorry, okay? I'm not as smart as y'all. I ain't got no problem admitting that. But he's working on it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch The World's Strongest Man. I don't want to say who won if you haven't watched it, but I forgot that it just took place just now, recently. 44,000 gold. I love making gold. Hey, get away from me, hobo. But his son's name is Stormer, which is cool. And then Hothor's name, Hoth means ocean, and Thor means mountain, I think, or something like that. So it's pretty cool how the Vikings got their little system going on with how they named their people and everything. That's pretty cool. I've always, even before Hathor, I've always loved the Vikings and stuff. Like every time I hear somebody come up, I'm thinking I'm gonna get my eviction notice. It's stressing me the fuck out. I got faith God's gonna make it happen. It's just like wait until the very last. Wait until the very last second for stuff to come through is torturous. But I've always loved like Army and Strongman and just all of that stuff. This cereal thing again. There we go, I found it. So I'm gonna do this and make it really short. But I'm gonna get some more NDE, near-death experience videos going. I guess that's really about everything I wanted to say. But yeah. But kind of my main motto is Luke 18:1, always pray and never give up. And Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And if you kind of think about your relationship with the Lord and God and the Holy Spirit as your marriage is like ups and downs, and then there's things that you are not good at, that you backslide on, or that you are a hypocrite about, or you do good for a minute and then you slip up again. But it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And that's how it is till the day we drop. But every second that we're alive, every day we wake up, that's God letting us know that He ain't done with us yet, and that we still got time, and it's not too late for any of us. And if you don't know the Lord, you haven't accepted the Lord, I would highly encourage you to do that today. And then I got a plethora of unbelievable type stories that you hopefully would draw nearer to the Lord through me giving glory to God and only to God. And so that's basically it. So yeah, I'm gonna get this serial video up real quick, so look out for that. And then if you want to support the channel, there's the GoFundMe and the Twitch, or yeah, there's the GoFundMe, there's the Twitch, there's the Cash App. Those links will be in the description. And then I'm gonna get my Patreon going too. I just haven't gotten it going as much just because I'm still working out how to do it, how to make it like work right or whatever type thing. And after I get that serial video uploaded, I'm gonna hop on Twitch here in just a second. But I was just gonna say, seeing that lady again really made my day, even though I just woke up. That's what life's about. It's not about what you have or don't have. If you got a home or don't have a home, or whatever the case may be, that has nothing to do with glorifying God's name and everything. So another one of my life mottos has been, from Scripture, has been walk by faith, not by sight. Why did that just go away? Vibrant spell thread. Bro, I didn't mean to make that. I'm so bad at these games. I can't believe I just wasted all those. It's okay, whatever. I wasn't paying attention. Just like 5 of those. Got almost 600. Apparently when I was gone for 2 weeks, we went from like 600 people to like 550 or 560. Now we're at 572. Welcome these people. And if you join the community, I welcome everybody when I see them. And I know who's joined because it's people that aren't moderator. I give everybody moderator to be able to invite people. And then, so if somebody doesn't have moderator, then that's how I know that I haven't invited them yet. But yeah. Actually, I'm going to wait to do that serial video. I don't want to keep talking. I'm going to give myself a break. I'm just going to hop on Twitch for now and I'll do it later. I can just do it on this computer, because I got OBS on both. Yeah, like I said, if you want to leave a song. Now, if it's a song I don't know, then I probably won't have a memory, but we will be discontinuing port usage. Discontinuing support for Twitch Studio. Huh? Why are they discontinuing the thing? It's removed fairly low. Huh. So I just need to switch to OBS then. Okay. Well, it's all the same anyway, so I'll just use it until the wheels fall off. Oh, you just use your stream key on OBS, and then, okay, I see. Alright, y'all. Well, I'm hopping on Twitch now, as we speak. There's that. So looks like I'm live. Oh, but I went ahead and got that brace for my back. It was only like $20. It was about $28. The scoliosis back thing, and it's got like basically perfect reviews. With something like that, you want to make sure that people are 100% like, oh yeah, this is what you want to do. But yeah, that's basically how that's rocking. Yeah. I'm live on Twitch. See, I think I'll just do a screenshot video of that serial thing and just do it like that. Not necessarily OBS or whatever, but that's it for now, y'all. I love you guys. Throw a follow, throw a like, throw a sub. I love hearing from y'all, and I'm not worried about having a million followers or nothing. I'm just worried about helping people get saved, and even if you don't get saved, if I can help your life improve in a positive way, then that's what it's about. Everybody's their own person, and nobody has the right to tell anybody how to live or what to believe. And we all believe what we believe for a reason, you know. And you know, God knows that, and I know that. And oh, he's almost dead. But yeah, I'm live on Twitch, y'all. So if you want to come kick it like chicken, I don't want to catch you missing or slipping. Oh snap! That was perfect timing. Drop the Larry. Maybe not. Okay. Frosty. Is there an air revenue? Water. I could just do that, couldn't I? Just see if I got it. Oh, I can. Okay. Son of a donkey. Let me see if I can kill him in time. I may not have enough time to do it. I think I'm going out of time. I can try to. No, I ran out of time. Okay. I'll just grab another one. me just do this before I forget. Damn it, Joker. See, no, we're not starting that shit today. Get out. Alright. I have to redo this more also. Yeah, I gotta get all this stuff. Alright, y'all. I'm out.